Hey, how's everybody doing? And this is Beastborn Gaming, but we are in YBA, Your Bizarre Adventure. And here I am playing a new game, learning new stuff. And this game could not be the opposite of Beastborn. Beastborn is a simulator game. This is a RPG game, role-playing game. It has a mission and a storyline, has different NPCs that you go to, and they tell you another NPC to go to, so you have to learn the map. This is kind of like an island type of map in Naples, which, if you don't know your geography, is a Italy country state type of thing, right? I guess I really don't know my geography. All right, one thing that I noticed about this is my stand looks bald. You know? In the other games, he's not like this, but this one he is. I have no idea. I have no idea. Anyway, so I'm playing this game. I'm learning about this game. I'm one of those individuals that have to know a lot about a game once I get interested in it. I might jump into a game and just kind of see what it's about. If it bores me, I get out. But if it looks interesting, I'm like, hey, I think I just might check this out. I might want to know more about this. Now we're coming into the train station. This is actually one of the ends of the game, meaning you can't go further than the end of the train station. That's where you start. Alright, so here's this guy that you talk to, and he kind of tells you, hey, kill these guys over here because, I'm a gang member, but I can't. And I got this dream that these guys aren't here. So go kill them. You kill them. You get an arrow, has a virus on it. You stab yourself, and you get a stand. There's 20 stands. Very, very common ones to very, very rare ones, right? All right, so this is where the story gets kind of interesting. Now, when I play a game, I study the game, I look at the game, I see where the game starts for me, right? I'm like, all right, so I need a stand. So we go in here, go here, and we look at the stands. We're like, ooh, white poison goes down. Now, all these names have changed from the comic book, because the comic book is Asian, I think it's Japanese. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, when you come to the United States, you're like, hey, we got copyright laws. You gotta change some of the stuff. Well, basically, they had to change everything. So the stuff you see here does not match up to what's in the comic book. But anyway, if you're smart enough, you can kind of figure out what's what. So you look at this and you're like, alright, we can kind of tell, some are a lot higher, some are a lot lower, some are the same, blah, 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 blah. So you got white poison, 1%, 1.5%, those are the ones that you want. So basically, you break them down. The ones that are at 1%, 1.5%, those are basically the same. Why would you do 1.5%? Make it 2%, okay? Why would you do anything 0.5%? You round up. You round up. Everything should be solid. But anyway, all 20 adds up to like 100%. So at least that's good. So at least they got that right. Okay, so at least they got that right. But I'm not going to round the 1% to 2% because it has the 1 in front of it. And anything that has a 1 in front of it, it is in the, what do I want to call it? Most games have a star category, meaning, things usually are like 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, right? This, they just give a bunch of percentages out of the 20. So we're gonna say that like the 1% are we're gonna call them legendary. Is that a good word for it? All right. So you want a legendary. Out of the 3 legendary, like I said, there's aspects of the game that are different. What I'm on is a storyline. Okay. So for a storyline, you want a stand and your character. that's strong, that's durable, that can run fast, easy to work with at first, but also has room to grow. That's what you want from a stand, right? In a mission line. Then you also want that stand to be good in PvP, because that's also a part of this game. Now, out of the 1%, what I have found out, one of them is just for PvP, and that's that 1%. You look at that thing, that is just for PvP, and when you upgrade it or requiem it or whatever it's called, it is almost OP. Now, I'm using that term lightly. OP, overpowered. People use OP all the time. When something's really good, they're like, oh man, that thing is OP. This thing is OP. This thing is OP. You can't have everything in the game that's good to great being OP. It's not OP, but it is very good. It's basically one of those things that if you have it, it's upgraded, and you're a great player, you're going to die. Unless you're a great player, and you know the counters to it, and you do perfect blocking, and you do all this other stuff. Because there's no such thing as one person who can just never lose. Everybody loses. But White Snake, White Poison is not one for missions because it doesn't have a heavy close attack. But I'll take any 1%. I'll take any 1%. Hey, if it's a 1%, I'm gonna do PvP later on. I'm gonna take it. So I did the beginning, and I'm like, all right, I got one arrow. Let's try to get it. Let's try to get one of those 1%, 1.5%. I roll, don't get it. Oh, what a shock! What a shock! I have one chance, and I don't get the 1%. What a shock! But you know what? I'm playing this game, and I'm playing it long term. Now, you could be two players, free to play, or P2P, pay to play, and that is me in this game. Why? Because this is a skill game. Skill games take investment and or money if you can afford it. All right? Now, some people have nice cars, some people have nice homes, some people go out to eat all the time. I like to play games. So this is what I did. I said, all right, does this have any way where I can get some more stands? I look. I'm like, oh, roll a stand. What is this? Oh, 199 Robux. Whoa, 199 Robux. That is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. Alright, so if I want a 1%er at 199 Robux, there we gotta round up to 200. That is 20,000. 20,000 Robux would guarantee you, statistically, a 1%er. That's how it generally works, right? You have a 1% chance of getting it. If you roll 100 times, you should get it. You might get it on the first roll, might get it on the last roll. You may never get it, but the chance is that it's going to take 100 times to get it. So I said, hey, I'm going to put in 20,000 Robux into my account, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. So I go. 18,000 Robux later, I don't get a 1%er. I get down really low, down to about 3,000 Robux. I get a 2.5%er, Crimson King. I think it's called Scarlet King now. Crimson King, very close, good attacker, very good. He can be requiemed. Very good potential. I'm like, but he's not 18,000 Robux worth. But if I get rid of him, I could go through the rest of it and end up with something that's really crappy, and I could think back and say, you know, I just had this conversation with King Crimson, and I'm screwed. So I said, all right, fine, fine, King Crimson, I'm keeping you, and I'm okay with that because I kind of know your controls, and I'm okay with that. So I play with King Crimson, right? I play with King Crimson, and I'm going through the missions, beating people up because this is a skill-based game. What you have to do, ooh, a gold coin. What you have to do is you have to learn their skills, you have to learn their combos, and you have to know how to control your character. Great players can use basically any stands and win. Poor players who don't know how to control a character can't win jack crap. That's kind of how it goes. I want to learn the game, but I want to learn the game with a good stand. I don't want to just learn with a poor stand. I want to learn with a great stand. Oh, another one. Good luck. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, so what do I do? So today, as I'm going around, like the thing that I found out, the Rokaka. Like, well, I got 4 of those. I got some arrows. Said, well, I guess I could try again because I had just prestiged. Speaking of arrows, I just found another one. I said, well, I could try again, but I don't want to get rid of the King Crimson. So I spent money on another storage. And trust me, I did a lot of thinking. This wasn't like, I think I'll just do it. No, I did a lot of thinking. I'm like, long-term play, I'm going to do it anyway. Might as well do it now. I'm going to keep King Crimson, and we'll see what happens. So, I did it. And, oh, you can't have more than 25 mysterious arrows in your inventory. Alright, so we'll kind of chill out right here. Is there anything that I could get rid of? Actually, no, let's leave that there because I don't need any more arrows. Telling me that I don't need any more. Alright. So, what's happening is, I'm like, alright, let's just get another storage. Let's get another storage. 800 Robux. 4 Rokakas. I'm like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We got the 4 Rokakas, we got the storage area, and we got King Crimson. So, put King Crimson in the storage area. Now standless. I just did the prestige, so I'm back to like nothing. So I'm like, if I get a good one, then it'll just be like rising through the ranks again. Just beautiful. So I stab myself. Oh, and it is a very, very sucky one. Sucky one. I'm like, oh crap. Let's keep going. I go to the next one, stab myself, and I get an okay one. I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. It was a 2.5 percenter. I'm like, not bad, not bad. But I got 4. I got 4. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. So I get the third one. Boom, stab myself. And now you can see what I got. Boom! Look at that. Star Platinum, baby! Yes, out of 4 Rokakas on the 3rd try, after 18,000 Robux, 800 Robux for a second storage, King Crimson, Star Platinum. This is what you get when you pay to play. Now, some people may say, David, out of 18,000 Robux, you know, take away the storage, and you were rolling, and all you got was King Crimson. Now, that's not the way how you think about it. This is how you think about it, right? If you want Star Platinum, don't get 4 Rokakas and say, well, one of them is going to be a Star Platinum. No. To get Star Platinum, you got to be persistent. You can't stop. You can't stop. But you got to be smart. Meaning, yesterday, I knew the odds, and I kept getting lower, 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 and lower. I got to the red line, and then I saw a 2.5%er, and I said, I'm gonna stick with this. But I wasn't done though. I wasn't done. And then when I did the Rokakas and everything, I said I'm gonna do it, and I got Star Platinum, and that was good. But what if I didn't get Star Platinum on this one? I wouldn't have given up. I wouldn't have given up, and I would have tried to figure something else out. But I just wanted to show you. I just want to show you that from yesterday, my goal was to get a 1%er, and I got it. Now, the grinding, experience points, comes in. See ya in another YBA video.